Sup my dudes, Valk here. Today I'm going to quickly go over the DOT changes and talk about why Yamamoto might be very good now. So one thing to note is they rebalance all the passes, and essentially any character with a DOT or any type of DOT applied, well, not all of them, there's some exceptions like Frostbreak didn't really get touched as far as I know. But stuff like Freeze 2 or Freeze here, anything like this, Freeze, Flame, Poison, Bleed, etc. They all are now 40% chance. They're not guaranteed, which kind of blows. But it's all part of them trying to rebalance and redesign passives to try to balance the game easier. I'm assuming that they have some content coming out in the future. Oh, no, Bleed's still 100%. Okay, so Bleed's good. Bleed's still good. Bleed's 100%. You can see here it's not 40% chance. Deal 35% of attack. Bleed's still 100%. That's good. But as far as I can tell, you have a 40% chance on Freeze. What about Kashimo? Kashimo, 30% chance. That's kind of awful. Oh, look, I was one away from maxing him. Why didn't I do that right away? Alright, so Kashimo is now a 30% chance. That's kind of, yeah. So that's kind of where all the DOT's at. All the DOT's been kind of rebalanced now. Let's see, is all bleeding still fine? Bleed didn't get touched. Bleed's still good. But it looks like Flame, Paralyze, Blue Flame also, right? 40% chance, yeah. So Flame, Paralyze, and Poison. Let me check Poison. Is Poison still fine? Adorante. Poison is... Okay, so Poison's still fine. So it's just Paralyze, Freeze. So any stun, it looks like. And Flame. And Flame, I get why they kind of nerfed that one. That's kind of funny. Anyways, so... I get why they nerfed Flame, because they made Flame to where it now infinitely stacks. So you have Flame, 40% chance, deal 55% attack damage over 6 times over 3 seconds. And that brings me to the point of today's video. Yamamoto's strong now. Yamamoto he's always been pretty good, but now he's very strong. The only downside is the 40% chance, but the fact he's full AoE and the fact he has a 3 placement makes it so he is very good, specifically good in tandem with now the Joe Goat. Volcano Curse. He is insanely good with Jogo, and these two make a very powerful team, because what Jogo does is whenever he reaches so much damage, he's able to amplify DOT damage by 30%, and also his leader skill DOT damage by 45%. You guys get the idea. It's just full sending DOT damage, and it makes for a very strong setup. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys what I mean today with Yamamoto. Yamamoto is very damn good, and I'm pretty excited to show that to you guys. So I'm going to set them to yellow. I'm going to set the enemies to yellow, and I'm going to kind of show you guys what this team is fully capable of. Now, you can run All Might to get Yamamoto up even higher if you really want to, but I don't recommend it. I don't think you need it. All Might's not really necessary. I do like Flower Magician a good bit more, because the more range you have, the more DOTs you can apply. So applying Flower Magician to it's pretty good in my opinion. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to get fully set up. There's no need to like do any showcasing Yamamoto. He's a pretty old unit. If you don't know what he does, then yeah, he just full AoE. You guys can see full AoE, already pretty big. Flame 2. Full AoE Flame 2. He's definitely worth the MR status. Very strong unit. So don't ask me why I brought Dennis. I kind of forgot he's on this team, I ain't gonna lie. So let's go ahead, put down Joe Goat as well. We're going to put down the whole kit and caboodle, and you guys can see what I was talking about with his domain. His domain is really damn good. So we're going to make sure to get him some action with that domain as well. And next we're going to put down our Oshi, make sure our Oshi is buffing them. That way they have a nice Oshi buff going. And then we're going to put down Kujaku Demons all along the way, so they kind of get slowed and despaired, and, you know, have a good little time. So we're going to put down Kujaku Demons here, one here, and lastly, one over here to try to maximize how much we can get out of it. Now we're going to do ×5. This is going to be like the easiest showcase ever, because I don't need to showcase the animations. There's no reaction, because he's old. I've been using it for a while. It's just now I think he's pretty damn good. We're actually going to put it in 3 times, and I'm going to set them to, what's like a good number, like 100 mil? Yeah, we'll set them to 100 mil. Just so you guys can see exactly how much damage gets really racked up by the Flame 2 stacking. So let's watch. Here you guys can see Flame starting to get stacked up. 3 Flame stacks, already 30 mil down. 3 Flame 2 stacks, 3 Flame 2 stacks. Look at how much damage they're taking. They're almost 100 mil in, right? And they've only gotten this far. So let's set it to 500 mil, right? Let's set it all up to 500 mil, just to give you guys an idea of exactly like how strong this is. You guys can see, there we go, Flame 2 being applied. Because it can stack an infinite amount of times theoretically, now you're able to do so much. Look at that, 4 or 5 Flame 2 stacks with this spare. Oh yeah, no, he's literally getting cooked. You guys can see the amount of damage that's just getting turboed out here. Let's go ahead and speed it to 5 times. I'm curious, they should be able to kill him, right? I don't know, 500 mil is a lot. That is a lot of HP for just one little team, but no, I think they got it. I think they're going to be able to get him. It's going to be pretty close, question mark. How big is Yamamoto's range? Oh, no, yeah, they got him. Yeah, they just barely got him. So 500 mil is pretty much the extent of their capabilities right now. But we do need to get him up. So we're going to go ahead and just spawn in a couple 200 mil enemies. Not a ton. Just, that is 200 mil, right? I think so. So we're going to spawn in some, yeah, that's 200 mil. So we're going to spawn in a couple 200 mil enemies until our Joe Goat here gets his attack up, gets his damage up. We're going to be doing that for a second. It's mostly going to be the Yamamoto's kind of killing everything. So that's going to be fun. So a bunch of 200 mil enemies going in ahead, and they're just getting shredded. Just so we can get Joe Goat his damage he needs to activate his DOT. So we can spawn in. Yeah, this should be good. So now let him clear it all out. We're going to let him finish up. Yamamoto should be clearing this pretty handedly. And we're going to then activate Jogo's domain. So you guys can see how much of a difference it makes against a 500 mil enemy. So let me go ahead and set this, get this all primed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 5 billion. That's 500 mil, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. I think that's 500 mil. So this works out. So now we're going to activate Joe Goat's domain. I think I put all the Jogos down again, right? Yeah. So now we're going to activate a Jogo domain. Go here. Activate Joe Goat. And we're going to have, what is it? Coffin of the Iron Mountain, I think it's called. Pretty sick domain. But now we're going to spawn in 500 mil and see how much of a difference Jogo's domain actually makes. So 500 million with Jogo's domain active, how much of a difference does it make? Keep in mind, before the 500 mil enemy got to about here, they got to just about outside the range. How much of a difference is Jogo's domain making? Oh, look, he's almost already dead. He's going to get to about, no, not about here. He's going to get to about here, I'd say, roughly speaking, right? Yeah, about here. A little bit further up here. So look how much faster he died by using Jogo's domain, it being a 30% damage amp. This is why Yamamoto's good, because he can be ran alongside Jogo. Jogo with his domain is genuinely pretty damn good, 30% damage DOT increase. And if you're running an infinite, you can always pick the 4th option, which is more DOT damage. Although you need to balance it out with giving him high enough attack stat, because Yamamoto's one weakness he really does have is the fact that he only has 607k on his own lead, because his own lead is buffing up Bright Burning Warrior's attack by 100% and Bright Burning Warrior's DOT. So yeah, and I know a lot of you guys always ask me what is DOT, what's dot. It's damage over time, any type of damage over time. So hopefully that explains the rebalance. Some things got passed, some passes got rebalanced, like Flame, Freeze, any stun really, any stun plus DOT, and then Flame also got hit to be made an RNG chance. A lot of passes like that got rebalanced, so stuff like S-Death kind of got hurt a little bit by that, but I'm gonna be real with S-Death, you ran like Rukia plus Blue Rose Knight anyways, so it really, you don't really feel it too much. S-Death is still an absolute beast. But yeah, This is why I considered Yamamoto really, really good. I think Yamamoto's an absolute monster. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.